Hello there, everyone. Pearl Jr. here. I hope everyone's having a great day. The reason why I'm going on live more and more is because I got stuff to report. So here I am with more Michael Jackson news and death hoax news. And to tell you guys, I am simpatico, if that's the right word, or in synchrony, or telepathically, mentally connected to Michael, and I'm going to tell you guys why. And I got proof to back it up. All right, guys. So first, let's do some housekeeping. Stays all day Shay. Let's do work and play. Because everybody has skin. And it's so wonderful for your skin. And you smell great for hours. And thanks so much to you, so many of you fans who have bought the shea butter and keep buying the shea butter. It is just so wonderful. And there's over 77 choices on the website. Sensational. Sensational choices on the website. Okay. Now, so go to staysalldayshay.com. I'll leave the link down in the description, okay? Also, we are having I gotta show you guys. Oh my God, I gotta go here. I gotta do another Instagram. We are having I think I forgot to mention it, our 1 year anniversary for our store. Oh my God, the 1 year really was on August 10th, but we're having a celebration with the Burbank Chamber of Commerce, which I have already let's see. Oh, it's not on this one. Oh, no, it's not on this one. It is on my other one. So let's go here, Instagram, and I'll show you the poster. I'm so sorry. I get so close and then I feel like, oh my God. Okay. So here we go, guys. So we're having the 1 year anniversary of our brick and mortar. Can you believe that? 1 year already. So we joined the Burbank Chamber of Commerce, and so many people. Thank you for collaborating. Thank you for collaborating. And the Burbank Chamber of Commerce is coming out, and they are doing a ribbon cutting ceremony and presenting us with a plaque. So if you live in the Los Angeles area, it's Thursday, August 21st. It starts at 11 a.m. It's at my store. It's a ribbon cutting ceremony. And of course, we'll be recording it and bringing it to you guys. I don't know about live or not. I don't know. But anyway, our 1st year anniversary. And I thank every single solitary person who has supported us some way, especially Henry Louise Carter. Thank you so much. And so many of you guys, I hate to mention a name because other people will be like, what about me, Pearl? What about me? What about me? Okay, the reason why I brought up Henry Louise, she is a great fan, and she is a great customer, is because I see her name already in here leaving a comment. So hello, Henry Louise. Nice to see you. So hopefully some of you guys can make it down. And anybody that comes in person that spends at least $20 will get a free gift. Okay? So anyway, so that's our Stays All Day. Oh my God. My store made it in a music video. Some local artist, okay, a local band has come, and they decided, they're a little rowdy though, but they decided to do a video in front of my store. Now, of course, they put a disclaimer in here, and it says the views expressed in this video are not represented by the Skin Butter store or its owners, who respect the police. So I guess they're kind of mad at the police. But anyway, they did a video in front of my store. My gosh. Which I think they're allowed to because it's an outdoor place. See, there they are. Oh my God. Look at them. He looks like the Doors. He looked like Jim Morrison from the Doors. So anyway, they did a video outside my store, the Skin Butter store. And, hey, wow, isn't that amazing? So he said it was about, I don't know. But anyway, that's my storefront. Let's see. See, there they go. Let's see. Up there, do more. I mean, in front of my storefront. Can you believe that? Wow, so they're a rock band. So they liked my storefront enough that they decided to do a video. And whenever you're in the public, and you have something public, they're allowed to record it. you know, because it's out in the public. Okay, but they're so nice, but there might be a little bit controversial, but we're in a music video, so we'll take the promotion and we thank them no matter what. I haven't listened to the lyrics, so I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we are on, but we respect the police, of course. I've always respected the police. I've always liked the police because when something bad happens, who you gonna call? Can't call Ghostbusters. You got to call the police to help you out, right? And to investigate and to bring safety and calm to a situation. At least that's what they're supposed to do. Okay. So they say that, you know, their issues with the police is about accountability. And that's always about accountability for everyone, right? All right. So the skinbutterstore.com, or come down to our 1-year anniversary for our ribbon cutting ceremony. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's get to some Michael stuff. You like my new dress? Have I worn this dress? Look at my dress. Woo-hoo. Right? This is my new dress. So it's kind of new. I think I've worn it once before. I don't know if I've worn it doing a video, but it's a cute dress. Okay. So let's get going with some Michael stuff. Let's get going with some Michael stuff. Let me see what I can say before I get into this video. Oh, Brandon. Okay, Brandon just posted today. Somebody said, where's Brandon? He's been hiding. I'm like, he posts every day. What are you talking about? He never hides. Okay, that looks like Michael's artwork. Okay, remember Michael drew the key? I think that symbolizes Michael's artwork. I remember seeing a key. I don't know if it's exactly that, but we're going to go through, let me see, Michael Jackson. Let's look at it. I never really, somebody sent it to me. Michael Jackson drawing a key. Let's see what that looks like. Michael Jackson and a key. Key. Do you know Michael Jackson can draw and paint as good as, what's his name? Oh my God, Andy Warhol. I'm gonna prove it to you. Michael is such a talent. I am so glad that Brandon's his child, and I'm so glad that his DNA lives on, because Michael was one extremely talented human being that really did not squander the talents that God gave him. He used them to the best of his ability, and we're going to get into that. Okay, let's see. Let's do images. Michael did draw a key. You know, Google is so much better. I am so sorry. The other search engines just are not as good as Google. I love Google. Okay, Mike, I really do. I love Google. Michael Jackson artwork key. Okay, let's see, key. Oh, here it is. It came up. No, this is a little different. Oh, there's one. Okay, here's one of Michael's keys. And here's another. Okay, I'm going to show you some of his keys. Okay, so it's not exactly Brandon's key, but I wonder what that's about. Somebody said to me in a riddle. So you guys, these are Michael's drawings of keys. Okay, so you guys that send me stuff and don't make it seem like I have to figure it out. Tell me I don't want to know the riddle. Okay, I don't want to know the riddle. Okay, the official Jackson Strong Alliance site, fine art created by, and this is Brett Livingston, and we're going to get into him in the video and some of the things. Brett and Michael have been friends since, I think, right after Off the Wall, between Off the Wall and Twitter, and he's a monument maker. So Michael's been friends with Brett for many, many years, and somebody did a video that we're going to get into. That's Brett today. He's 77 now. We're going to get into some of the stuff there. So I don't know. So whoever sent me the key thing with Brandon, please explain what the timing is about that key. Okay? Because it's a little bit different, okay, than Michael's key. All right. So at least we got that done. Okay, but Brandon Howard, I have sent you guys so much ooh-ahs of proof that he is Michael Jackson's biological child. Okay, so much matches, timing, access, the songs, Baby Be Mine, him thinking about Billie Jean, and we're going to get into Billie Jeans. OMG. We're going to get into Billie's jeans. Okay. So let's see. Oh, before we do, this is, I just was going on Twitter. I meant to post that I was going on live, but look at this. Okay, somebody posted this, right? MJ Illustrated. Imagine telling people you were served your McDonald's by Michael Jackson. No one would believe you, right? So, of course, I had to let him know how relevant that is. Okay, 1 year in 2008, before MJ faked his death, Papa Joe worked at McDonald's in Hamburg, Germany. You advanced believers know this, right? Then in 2010, due to the coroner purposely lying about MJ's real name and how he named and identified the dead body, which states via a driver's license, but there is no driver's license in the wrong name of Michael Joe Jackson. The real name is Michael Joe. The real name is Michael Joe Jackson. So here is proof of Papa Joe working at a McDonald's in Hamburg, Germany. Then I took this picture myself in 2010. Okay, this is McDonald's advertising. And it says, if coffee is Joe, consider this Joseph. This came out the 1 year anniversary of the Michael Jackson death announcement, fake death. This is June 25th, 2010. I was driving down the street getting ready to, I was getting my dress made to attend the Never Can Say Goodbye event that Katherine Jackson threw to promote her book, Never Can Say Goodbye. And this was like on my route. And I was like, whoa. Because all the death documents are in the wrong name. And there is no way that the coroner named and identified the body via a driver's license. First of all, Michael's valid driver's license, well, Jeffrey had a valid driver's license. Well, let me put this because I haven't seen it. Per a lawsuit, per the estate, Jeffrey had the Michael's driver's license. TMZ got a copy of Michael Jackson's driver's licenses. Let me show you guys. We have, I think, 3 of them. I think I have 3 of my, including the first one, where Michael did the application with Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, so let's do drivers. We'll just do driver. And a lot of them should come up. Not just mine. Okay, here is the one that TMZ posted. Okay, this is Michael's, that was his current driver's license. Okay, check this out. Motor vehicles for use only as authorized by DMV, Michael Joe Jackson. Look at the date there. He, 7/21/2005 is when he got it. 7/7/7/7/7. Okay, so we got 1, and this is the 21st, I believe. The 21st, which is 3 7s, and then 2 and 5 is 7. Okay, so this is, and this was the issue date. Michael did this on purpose. See all these 7s that he did this? This is the application date and the issue date. 7, and then 21 is 3 7s, and then 2 and 5 is another 7. His name is Michael Joe Jackson. He is telling us and giving us so many clues that he faked his death. Okay, let's move on to another driver's license. Okay, and Michael's passports, they all have the name of Michael Joe Jackson. So why is there not one death document, not one death document that uses his real name of Michael Joe Jackson? Not one. Not one. Okay, here we go. Okay, no death documents are in his legal name. So that's the one I just showed you. Here's another driver's license. And here are his passports, all with the name of Joe. And then here, this is the official coroner's report. And it says ID method, California driver's license. It says identified by name through a CDL, California driver's license. But there's no driver's license in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson. So inherently, at the very start of Michael Jackson's death, it is wrong. It is defective. It is against the CDC, who says the legal full name And it also is against the Department of Public Health that says you must use his real full legal name, no assumed names, no AKAs, also known as, can be entered on the death record. Okay? So I'm telling y'all from the very jump street, Michael Jackson faked his death. Okay? So let's move on just a little bit. Let me see what other driver's license, because I do have another one. I have that one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's sideways. Here's his other driver's license. Okay, here you can see it sideways. There's his other one. So I got 3 of them. And they all say Michael Joe Jackson. And they are all the real driver's licenses. Okay, they all come from the DMV and they're real driver's licenses. Okay, and then I have the driver's license application. I'm getting to something good. So you guys just hold on tight. Okay, where is the application, the driver's license application that he signed? When he first went to get a driver's license, where is it? Application. I'm looking for it. The FBI had it in their file. Okay, and the FBI confirmed that Michael's real name is Michael Joe Jackson, not Joseph. Okay, here it is. Okay, here is his application for his driver's license. Right there. Michael Joe Jackson. Same name, same driver's license number, his signature. I'm telling y'all, okay? So it's not a name change or anything like that, which is absurd. You know, the coroner lied about how he named and identified, and Jeffrey had the driver's license Michael had on him, and the coroner lied to me and told me he sends all driver's licenses back to the DMV. The DMV got back with me on the Freedom of Information Act and said, we don't have it. Okay, we don't have it. They called me and said, well, you know what his driver's licenses are. You included them in the package. Okay, so anyway, something's going to happen with that sooner or later. Okay, but anyway, yes. Okay, so somebody just pulled that up, so I thought I'd just review the very initial basic death hoax clue. Okay, all right. Now, of course, the dental records were incomplete. They didn't match, right? And with a mother and a father and 8 brothers and sisters and, 25 nieces and nephews, nobody came down to identify the body that supposedly died in its sleep. So it wasn't like it was mangled or cut up or beat up or destroyed. It was a sleep death. So it's a beautiful death, right? You're not scarred up. So why wouldn't a family member come down? And Joe and Catherine said they never saw the dead body. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, so we're gonna move on now. All right, so now we are going to move on. Oh, let's do the Simpsons prediction. Okay, the Simpsons have predicted so many things, right? The Simpsons, okay, they have predicted so many things. So let me go here and Google is absolutely the best. Google, and this is Simpsons predictions. Okay, the Simpsons have predicted so many. There's videos of it. They have predicted so many: Donald Trump's presidency, Disney's acquisition of Fox, Nobel Prize winner, FIFA corruption scandal. I think that's soccer, FIFA, I guess. Lady Gaga Super Bowl performance, Richard Branson's space flight, and Michael Jackson hoax. A Simpson Michael Jackson hoax. Okay, the Simpsons and Michael Jackson hoax. Let's see. Michael Jackson family. I'll call him back. Okay. It's a lot of times it's a spam call, but I'll call him back. Michael Jackson hoax. Here we go. Where is it? Based on The Simpsons, it said, let's look for it. Let's look at images. And here it is. Okay. All right, here, and then they predicted Michael Jackson's hoax too. Okay, but the world doesn't know it. Okay, so here is the Simpsons, and there is the newspaper that says Michael Jackson hoax. They predicted that too. Okay, and then we all know about, you know, Michael was really singing Lisa's Your Birthday and the whole thing, and they had issues about who had control over Michael. Could he sing on the song? Could he not? Was it an impersonator? Was it not? It's just all confusing. But anyway, Michael did participate in The Simpsons with Happy Birthday Lisa, but they might have aired the impersonator instead of Michael singing it. But Michael did sing Happy Birthday Lisa, which was Homer's daughter, Lisa. Okay, now we are going to get to, here we go. Let me get this. Okay, okay, this is the big one. Let's see, this is the big one. All right, let me cross this out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we're going to get into what this is all about. Okay, this video. All right, that was just some extra stuff. Okay, so here we go. This is Brett Livingston. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I make sure I don't accidentally put on mute like I did last time. Sorry. Everybody can hear me? I think so. Okay, so this is a video. And this guy did a video. And in the video, okay, Michael, this is Michael's cat. Okay, this is Michael's cat. And he named him Biggie Smalls after the rapper Biggie, who rapped his butt off in One More Time. One More Time. No. This Time Around. This Time Around, which I love that song. I would work out to it all the time. Okay, so this guy is huge. Okay, he has 925,000 subscribers, and in 3 days, this has 154,000 views. Okay, so in this, he tells us that this is Michael's cat. He's 17 years old. His name is Biggie Smalls. Okay, so in this video, there is so much information. Okay, so much information. The first one we're going to go to, I don't know if I'm going to do that. There's a City of Angels project, okay? And let me see if I can find it. And Michael drew, and Brett Livingston is a sculptor. He's a monument builder. And he said when he met Michael, he sat next to Michael. He tells the story that he went to an event and John Wayne had sponsored, you know, the cowboy John Wayne had sponsored him because he's from the UK or Australia, one of the two, and sponsored his citizenship. And he was supposed to be at an event. He wasn't. And so Brett got to sit in John Wayne's seat, which was seated next to Michael. So that's how Brett and Michael got close, because they sat next to each other at an event because John Wayne didn't show up. Okay. So hold on. It's a commercial. So let me skip this ad and let me find, Brett. Let's see. And he has all this stuff of Michael's in this locker that they think is worth $1 billion, right? I wasn't quite sure who owns this stuff. Now, Brett said that him and Michael owned a house in Pacific Palisades, and you guys who keep up with the news know it was burnt down, so he lost a lot of stuff. Now, that house is not listed in the estates, in what the estate says they have in accounting. I know the houses. They have the condo, they have the Calabasas house, and they have the Havenhurst house, and I believe they have the Gary, Indiana house. All those are listed in the assets of the Michael Jackson estate. Okay, no Calabasas house is listed. No Pacific Palisades house is listed there. Okay, Havenhurst, the condo that's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles away, that Michael's had since the 80s. The Calabasas house, which Catherine bought like around 2012, somewhere in there, 11, 12, and then they list the Gary, Indiana house. Okay, so this guy, I can't show too much of it because it's fair use though. Okay, I want to show you this. This was a chair that Michael Jackson had something to do with, and Michael signed it. He signed it. There's Michael, and see his signature down there? It's the same signature that he signed on the Mickey Howard drawing that he drew of Mickey Howard. okay, which is Brandon Howard's. Let me go here, which is Brandon Howard's mother. Okay, and the Billie Jean. Okay, Mickey Howard. Okay, drawing. Okay, oh, shoot. I had it up. Hold on. Here it is. And where is Michael's signature? Let's see. Okay, this was 1985. Yep, this is it. Hold on, yep, that's how Michael signed his signature. So we have the matching signature, okay, of Michael. This is from 85, okay? And the one thing, it didn't give really a lot of dates in this interview, but it's the matching signature, so we know that Michael drew that. Okay, so let's close this out. And I'm always looking for things to substantiate what I tell you guys, so you guys know that I'm always going to give you the truth. We're going to get to a big one, a big fun one. We're going to get to a big, big fun one. So let's go here. So it's Michael's signature. Okay, in the chair. So then let's go to, I want to do that one. There's a City of Angels project. Okay, and they're collecting donations for it. And just like New York has the Statue of Liberty, Michael wants something to represent the City of Angels, which is Los Angeles. Okay, and so Michael had created this, oh, here it is. Okay, this is the segment about it. And this is the segment, okay? This is Michael's artwork, okay? So this is what it looks like, and it's supposed to be the tallest, the peak. It is going to be the tallest in the city of Los Angeles, the tallest structure in the city of Los Angeles. And he also, see, he's got the Eiffel Tower, and see, he wants this, and it's supposed to be a hotel and everything. But the monument is nonprofit, but it is going to be for profit because there's going to be hotels in there, maybe some other stuff in there, shopping and some other stuff. So we're talking about a huge structure. And Karen Bass, who is the current mayor, she's already signed on to the project, and so has many, many other celebrities. So he is asking for donations. So I'm going to donate, is it kick.com? I'm going to donate $100. And if you donate, you get your name somewhere. So you guys, where is the place to donate? Well, I guess you look it up because it doesn't have it here, but there's a place to donate. And it's one of Michael's biggest dreams that he wants that. So anyway, so Brett Livingston and Michael are great, great buddies, okay? And that's the main reason why he's opening up this huge vault of Michael Jackson, just phenomenal stuff. So you guys make sure you watch this video. It's called Touring Michael Jackson's $1 billion Personal Vault. So I guess they're saying it's Michael's. But the custodian of the vault is Brett Livingston, okay? And he's done lots and lots of great things, well connected in Hollywood, just fabulous, okay? So we did that one. Oh, him and Jermaine are putting together a book. Jermaine and him are putting together a book right now that's going to be coming out. And it's going to be coming out with a book with Brett Livingston, okay? So there's going to be a book, okay, with Jermaine. All right, so we're going to cross this one out. We're going to cross this out because we're going to get to the fun one. Okay, let's see. 58 minutes. There's another one. All right, donate to the project. We got that. He is a beautiful person. That's at 5630. We're going to get to a good one. You know I'm holding a good one. Okay, so we're going to go to 5630. And this is a part where he's talking about Michael and what a beautiful person he is. And I think he slipped up a little bit with the death hoax clue. Okay, here we go. All right. Come on.
I don't know.
Was he a basketball player?
I never heard about that.
He was a fan of anything that would make people smile. So
That's so nice.
He's a beautiful person. And
This is a
in
good
my
guy.
mind, he still is.
Amazing soul.
And yeah.
In my mind, he still is. I wonder if Brett, no.
Like if he was wearing this, and you said, "Oh, I love the jacket." What did we take?
So
that
they're going through a
I
lot of jackets. So he said, in my opinion, he still is a beautiful person. He thought he slipped up. So let's go back just a little bit. Okay. Let's go back
Oh,
just
I guess so. I don't know.
Was he a basketball
I never
fan?
heard about that.
you know,
He
all
was
kinds
a
of great
fan
stuff.
Anything that would make people smile. So he's
That's so
happy
nice.
for people. Yeah. He was a beautiful person, and
This is a
in
good
my
jacket.
mind, he still is.
Amazing soul.
And yeah.
In my mind, he still is a beautiful person. Really, Brett? How good he is when he's been dead for 16 years. But anyway, I wonder if Brett knows, because Brett has been a really close friend to Michael for years. He said they owned a house together. But I wonder, why isn't the estate have that listed? A Pacific Palisades house, very, very rich. It's not as rich as Beverly Hills, but it's up there. Okay, it's a very rich neighborhood. Okay, right at the coast of the beach, you can see the ocean. Okay, from there, and not only you practically living on the ocean. Okay, but anyway, so he talks about that. Pacific Palisades, City of Angels. Let's see, he is a beautiful person. Andy Warhol, Biggie Smalls. There we go. All right, there's Andy Warhol at 1 minute and 17 seconds. So let's go to 1 minute and 17 seconds. I'm going to show you guys. This is probably why Andy Warhol is in the Michael Jackson biopic. Okay, here we go. 17, let's go 00. All right, so here we go. All right, so...
How did with Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay, it's over here.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, show them that piece, huh?
Yes.
Oh, no, this is the
look at that.
thing of the
It's
whole
so
stream.
It is?
phenomenal.
This is the craziest. I'm so glad you stopped it. This is the most, the whole stream, good shit, whatever. This is the craziest thing you could possibly see.
Oh,
Let's see
maybe
it.
if you want to go on that side because we're upside down here. If you go through there. Yeah.
See the accent?
Some real deal.
Let's see it.
This is created. Now, Michael loaned Andy a lot of cash in
Wow.
1984.
Okay.
Michael
loaned Andy Warhol a lot of cash in 1984. Okay, hear that?
did he won 8 Grammy Awards for Thriller.
Yeah.
Michael was already friends with Andy. I was also friends with Andy from the 70s. And Michael had asked Andy several times, "Hey, Andy, can we do a collaboration together?" And he often talked to him about that at Studio 54 in New York. And so when Michael won the awards for Thriller, which was a huge number of awards, Time magazine wanted to put him on the cover of Time. So Time contacted New York artists, and Andy was one of them. And Andy had the job to do a portrait of Michael in his style using photographs. So Andy needed to ask Michael, can he take a photograph to do this portrait using a photograph and using his artwork on it. And he won the competition for that, and Andy's art became there. Michael then said to him, well, can we still do when you come and take a photograph of me, can we still do a collaboration?
I have that photograph somewhere. I have not put up any paintings in my house, but I have that drawing that Andy Warhol of Michael Jackson was on Time magazine. It's phenomenal. I have it. I have a replica of it. It's so nice.
Together of one of your Marilyns, a picture of Marilyn, and and so this is
Yeah,
it.
there it is. That's
this
the one
has
I
been
have
in
right
the
there.
Palisades house for a long time, but you
Palisades house for a long time. This is the first time he's showing it.
can see they titled this Two Marilyns. You can see this is a mirror image of it.
Wow.
There's several people trying to acquire this now. They see this Andy signature. Andy gave Michael the wax pencils. So all of this art is because of Andy having introduced him to wax pencils. Andy used them to draw on photographic paper.
Yeah.
Because you could rub it off. A wax pencil on this paper,
Now look real quick. Oh, you can't see it here.
doesn't come off.
Oh, wow.
So this is like a masterpiece.
That's Andy's. This is Michael's
Andy and Michael
drawing.
work on this. together.
Oh my
So
God.
this is
Michael
a
can
great
draw
piece.
as good as Andy Warhol. This one's Andy Warhol's drawing of Marilyn. This is Michael's. Oh my God.
Created by the king of pop music, and the king of pop art.
Yeah.
This is the first time it's ever been shown publicly, too.
Yeah, but it was in storage for 23 years.
Seriously?
And it was rescued from the Palisades
Did you
fire.
see, Michael?
A number of other pieces that were there.
Rescued from the Palisades fires.
They're all in ashes.
What's the highest bid on this right now?
Oh, well, it was appraised for over $100 million. So.
$100 million. So you guys can know why I want Michael's jeans to live on. Okay? Somebody told me, oh, there's many nieces and nephews. Those are Catherine and Joe's jeans, right? I want Michael. Michael got the best of their jeans. Michael's probably the only human being with that much talent. How could you sing as good as him, dance as good as him, and draw as good as one of the greatest artists of our time? I mean, my God. So that is, I think, this is why Andy and the loaning of the money and all this stuff and is probably how they're going to tie in. Now, I just read an article that the director has to cut down the Michael biopic. So a lot of it's going to be on the shredding room floor. Okay, that's the old saying, but it's going to be, not used. A lot of the footage is not going to be used. He has to chop it down because it's not going to be in 2 parts. And I don't know. Well, what was the movie about the nuclear bomb? That was really long, and I think Michael's movie will be a little longer than that. Okay, but anyway, it was Barbie, and Barbie came out. It was the Barbie movie and nuclear war movie, nuclear bomb movie. What was that movie called? Oppenheimer. Okay, Oppenheimer. How long was Oppenheimer? How long was it? Movie length, movie running time. Okay, that movie running time is, I just hate when 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours. So they think Michael's is going to be about 3 hours. Okay, so Michael could draw his butt off. And you know who he got that from? He got that from Papa Joe. Papa Joe could draw too. Okay, so we're just talking about a family. No wonder they're the most successful family in the history of the world. Because they were just so doggone talent. I can't sing. I can dance a little bit. And I can't draw. Okay, so I'm someone who appreciates people who have talents like that. And Michael's drawing of Marilyn was just as good as Andy Warhol's drawing. Oh my God. Okay, now we're going to get to the fun part. Remember I told y'all about Billie's jeans? That Michael liked Billie's jeans? And Mickey probably looked good in those jeans? Because at the time, I know I've told this story, but you got to hear me out because we're going somewhere with it, okay? At the time, there was a pro-women's right tennis player. Her name was Billie Jean King. She was very famous and everything, right? She's still alive to this day. So when Michael wrote the song Billie Jean, Quincy tried to talk him out of that name. Tried to talk him out of it. And he would not budge. Quincy said, they're going to mix it up with Billie Jean King. Okay? And a lot of people did. Billie Jean. It was because of her jeans. Now, Marlon, on an interview after I started talking about Billie's jeans, right? He said, yeah, Billie's jeans. Remember I played that interview where Marlon kind of co-signed for Billie's jeans? Well, here we go with proof. It was Billie's jeans. You ready? Okay, let's go to 40 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes. Me and Michael must be some kind of connected at the brain. Okay, some kind of way. Okay, so hold on, the advertisement right now.
Everybody talks about
okay, here we go.
Some tap dance shoes.
So tap dance shoes.
I love tap dancing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I said 40 minutes.
All right.
Okay, so he said he can tap. Okay, here we go.
It's after his song.
Let's go
right?
back a little further. Let's go back a little further.
He did these.
Okay.
Oh, you're a tap dancer?
Huh? I try to be.
All right.
Okay, so
I
he
try to
tap
tap
dance a
dance
little bit.
Y'all little soft shoe? Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then here, Taz has been. So, do you have Michael's Billie Jeans. So he was doing a jean. Have you got the real pair? Can you bring the real pair over?
You have the pants?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I designed these pants with Michael growing up. They're called Billie Jeans.
Yeah,
They're inspired by the wrinkles in the pants that are made when you stand in the position of how Michael had his logo.
Yeah.
You know, the Billie Jean logo. And it was all inspired by Fred Astaire, who we have the tap dance shoes from.
and the
All pairs of the Billie Jeans.
yeah, but he
Billie Jeans.
Told y'all it was
that's his
jeans.
song, right?
Yeah.
They're jeans, but he did these designs of his dance move. His feet like that.
Yeah.
And he drew on these designs, and he wanted those designs to be embroidered. And here they are. Look,
These
They're
never
real
got
jeans.
sold.
no, that's all part of the history here.
Wow.
You feel and the inside is pretty incredible. He's got silk in there.
What a great
And
design.
it says, it's got in here, it says Billie Jeans in there.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and
how much is this piece worth?
I don't know.
Intrinsic value.
I don't know what it's worth.
Wow.
I don't know.
Maybe put off?
But, yeah, but
I told y'all. Mickey's nickname was Billie because she loved Billie Holiday. And Mickey was thick. And she probably wore the hell out some jeans. And Michael probably wrote the song because he got weak at the knees seeing how good she looked in those jeans. Okay? And that's why he wouldn't change the name, because it was the Billie's jeans that sucked him in to being attracted to her. Okay? And wrote the song, and that's how she became Michael's baby mama. Okay? Now, I thought it was just a one-night stand, but I'm thinking maybe it was a long-term relationship that they just never told anybody about. And Billie Jean's always talking when nobody else is talking. So he said, and she said she signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, which means you can't tell nobody this or else. Okay. Now, when Brandon was first coming out as Michael's son in 2010 in Japan with his auntie, okay, by marriage, which is Alejandra, and his cousins, Genevieve, and a couple of other ones, he was in there, and he's with them. They took him to Japan. Okay. Y'all. Okay. So that, and then when Brandon, then Michael set me up to interview Brandon. You guys saw it. It has over, part 1 and part 2 have like 700 and something thousand views. My coverage of Brandon is over 1 million views. It's my most watched video ever. Okay. Let's do this. Let me show you this. Okay. I'll show you my top videos. Okay. YouTube, and let's go Pearl Jr., YouTube, and, here we go. And my top videos are, here we go, my popular videos. Okay. This is me interviewing Brandon right there. Okay. It has 526 views. And there's Mickey Howard. Okay. And this is me telling the story how I got here. Okay. To interviewing Brandon. And let's do me. There's his mama. And here's me and Brandon.
That was the sister anthem. Like, things gonna be changing around here.
Okay, there you go. See? So that's me interviewing Brandon that Peter Michael Bobby set me up to doing, okay? Because I had agreed to do the interview on a certain day and didn't tell anybody because I didn't want to jinx it. So I told no one, right? Except for Brandon's publicist. That's the only person I told that I was going to do the interview, that I agreed. I said, oh, Brandon's so cute. And she sent me something back and she said, you want to interview him? I was like, yes, I definitely do want to interview him. And before Peter Michael Bobby ever called me, because this video came out June 22nd, 2011, just a few days before the death announcement is when we did the interview, right? I'm telling y'all. Okay. So, he called, oh my God, I get so excited. I lose my train of thought. But anyway, so, June 22nd, 2011 is when I uploaded this video. That's when I uploaded it. But I had did the interview like maybe a week prior. I'm not quite sure what day I did the interview, but Peter Michael Bobby had, said, thanks for doing the interview. Right. But Peter Michael Bobby didn't contact me until January 15, 2012, right? This is June 2011. So his name was Peter Pan PYT in that video. I mean, I have the video somewhere. I show it to you, all this stuff. I think it's in the Alive docuseries. But anyway, how would he know? Thanks for doing the interview that day. And that's also the June 9th. That's when I agreed to do the interview, June 9th. And the reason why I know June 9th is because June 9th is also mentioned in the Conrad Murray verdict, saying, oh, the date is wrong. You had it June 9th, but it was June 25th. So we're going to put a couple of squigglies there. Okay. Alleged, when the judge called it Michael's death, an alleged incident. And then the verdict said it was an alleged victim who died on an alleged date. This is not me making it up. I am a reporter, reporting and researching and investigating and reporting you guys the truth, reporting it to you guys as the truth. So how did Peter Michael Bobby know that I was interviewing Brandon on the very day I agreed to do the interview? Because he set it up. Okay. His name was Peter Pan PYT, and I had heard rumors that he was really Michael, right? But so what? I don't care. You know, I do so much for Michael. Michael needs to come to me. That's how I felt, really. I really felt that way. And he did. He did. He did. And he called me on January 15, 2012, because I had wrote him a letter before the death announcement. I used to write him letters all the time. And I wrote him a letter and I said, for all I do for you, because I covered the 2005 trial and I went on 100 radio stations defending him, explaining why he was found not guilty. I had the documentary out called Behind the Scenes at the Michael Jackson Trial. I had my True Talk shows that were shown in Los Angeles. So I just was kind of like, no, you should come to me. And I told him in one of the letters, I said, as a what do you call it? It's not a reward. As a thank you, I want you to put my name in a song. I want you to say, instead of girl, say Pearl. Okay. So that's when I got a phone call for somebody that named Jamila. That was Michael. That's scrambled, telling me about the song Mama's Pearl and how it really was a song about a guy wanting to have sex with a girl. He might have said the word whoopee, as far as I know. Okay. But it just didn't catch. Right? Because I'm not thinking the great superstar, it's Michael Jackson, that's the world's most famous person, is going to call me. Are you kidding? Going to call me? Oh my God, right? So, and then we talked and he had called me twice as the name of Jamila. So anyway, on January 15, 2012 is when he called me, and that ended up being the same day the cartoon A Rare Pearl aired in 1971 on that particular day. So he's putting it all together. I'm not, right? And then the album came out, A Rare Pearl. Right? The album of unreleased Jackson 5 songs came out called A Rare Pearl. He did that for me as a thank you for supporting him. Okay? So people who say that Peter Michael Bobby ain't Michael Jackson, yes, he is. And I got more to prove it. Okay? So you guys, I think I went through everything, all my notes. I forgot to tell y'all. Okay, there's some Lisa Marie, Priscilla Presley news and some Lisa Marie news. Brett said he introduced Michael to Lisa Marie. Okay, we're going to get to that. That's the last thing. Okay, so let me go here. But anyway, it's so sad what happened to Lisa Marie in 2023. She apparently had some bariatric surgery for weight loss, and there was a bowel obstruction, and the tissue grew so large that things could not come out, and she died of like toxic, sepsis or something, right? Happened. But anyway, it was due to a surgery, and she looked horrible the days before because she attended the premiere of the Elvis movie, which was fantastic, which was great, right? And so she looked so bad, and I remember fans sending me stuff saying, Pearls, Lisa looks so bad, Lisa looks so bad. And I've always liked Lisa. Lisa's a little badass. She's a little bit like Paris, you ask me. But I like Lisa. Okay, I like Lisa. If it wasn't for Paris and the little Confederate flag stuff, I might like her a little bit more, but I'm just kind of a little bit about the Confederate flag loving boyfriend that she had. Ugh, that was just awful. But anyway, because I hate racism, and I hate racism. But anyway, so there's some Lisa news. So Lisa was apparently, reportedly, on life support, and this company, this other people have entered into an agreement with Priscilla Presley. And in the agreement, things have gotten bad and murky. So the other Priscilla's partners are suing Lisa for, several things. I don't know, breach of contract. I don't know what it is, but they've been sued. So in the lawsuit, it alleges that Priscilla prematurely pulled the plug on Lisa when there was a way to save her life. I mean, that is a dastardly thing to say. That is a horrible that a mother would kill their own child because she wanted money. She wanted some of Elvis' estate, Graceland. I mean, come on. I just cannot see Priscilla ever doing something like that, especially as old as she is. I think, how old is Priscilla Presley? But I'm getting ready to show you guys something. Okay, Priscilla Presley age. Okay, because Priscilla, your age, she's 80. So she would have been 78 years old, right? 78 years old. She's born in May, too. Okay, so how much money you need? You 78? I'm sure that Riley, who is Lisa Marie's oldest child, okay, would give you $250,000, $300,000 a year, and then you make your own little money off of your Priscilla Presley name and image and and you could live comfortably, okay? I don't see, and Lisa being on life support in a vegetative state and dead, those are like the same two things. So Priscilla would not need to kill Lisa Marie in order for her to gain whatever control or whatever she wanted from Lisa Marie. It's the same thing, okay? The vegetative state and the death are the same thing, okay? Now, I don't believe it for one moment, because I am not going to believe a mother would kill their child for money. I just don't believe it, and I believe it's a shameful accusation until I learned Priscilla has a book coming out next month. I'm just saying, Priscilla, Life After Elvis, Priscilla got a book coming out next month. I hope that we have not gotten to the point of desperation where we want to promote a book so bad that they're going to, strategize a lawsuit and say something so terrible that it'll make every single news channel. Okay, I hope, but I feel the timing is a little weird with the book coming out. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. It's just my opinion on this. I don't research Lisa and Priscilla to the degree that I research Michael. Okay, but anyway, at 3847. Okay, let's go there. Where is the YouTube? Let's go back. I didn't close the thing. And then Brett says how he introduced Michael to Lisa Marie. Okay, so let's go to my history because it's got to be the first one here. Here it is. And we're going to go to 3847 after the ad plays. 3847 of the same touring Michael Jackson $1 billion vault. So now we need to go to 3847. 3847. Okay, here we go. All right, so he's going to tell this. This is worth knowing.
This because Nick see his name in there. Right?
There's a video of him giving that to you.
Yeah, right. So
Do you have the video?
Yeah.
Oh, of him giving him this hat.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to see this.
and then this. But he gave me this hat because I introduced him to Lisa Marie Presley, and I was already friends with Priscilla, still am to this day.
Uh-huh.
And I told Michael, because he wanted to do a new record company for up-and-coming talent.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, I've got somebody you should consider. And he said, well, who is it? This is on the phone, and
Yeah.
I'm going, oh, it's Elvis's daughter. And he goes, what, she can sing? I said, well, yeah, of course she can sing. She's fabulous and beautiful. And so...
Let's show the chat real quick.
Okay, that's with the hat. Okay, but he's telling about Lisa. Okay, so I guess there was reports that it was a trade-off. Okay, Michael was in trouble, thought of as a gay pedophile. So he needed to show that he has interest in women, right? I mean, easy. Crisis management. Okay, I'm not gay and I'm not a pedophile. My sexual attraction is for women, right? So they were going to get Shauna Mingatal, according to Shauna, to marry Michael, right? Fake marriage ceremony, right? But instead, they got Lisa Marie. Okay, now I don't know how much Brett knows, because when Michael's doing his hoaxes, the least amount of people to know, the better, right? Of course, right? Because Michael can always be blackmailed. If you don't give me money, then I'm going to tell this, okay? So Michael didn't tell everybody everything. Did not, okay? If Brett knows that Michael faked his death, he's learned it, okay? I don't know if Michael would have told him, okay? Because the least amount of people to know, the better, right? So I know the family, which is Catherine, Joe, and the 9 kids, they knew. I believe Paris, Prince, and BG knew. I don't know if Brandon knew at the time. But Brandon was at the house, at the Havenhurst house, when the death announcement came. So Brandon might have known. Oh, did I tell you guys I ran into Brandon at the Conrad Murray trial in the cafeteria with Majestic, who was Joe's buddy, a magician too? Just saying. Just saying. Okay, that Brandon was at the trial, okay? But anyway, so I'm not sure if Brett would know that the Lisa Marie Michael marriage is totally illegitimate. Now, did they love each other? Did they like each other? Did they have fun with each other? That's another topic. That's another topic. We're talking about the word marriage, which is a legal contract, okay? It is, watch My Life 3, it was totally illegitimate. And why was Keo, thank you for letting me pronounce it, Keo's brother attended the ceremony, okay? Because on May 6th, which is my birthday, they got a divorce. Lisa and Keo got a divorce in the Dominican Republic. You got to remember, it's not valid here in the United States unless it's registered here in the United States. Do whatever you want abroad, but you got to bring over the right documentation and register it the proper way here in the United States. So Keo and Lisa Marie apparently got a divorce in the Dominican Republic, right? 20 days later, okay, that's when Michael and Lisa got married in the Dominican Republic, okay? Now, so Keo had to be there in the Dominican Republic in order to do the fake divorce ceremony. Divorce, right? Right? Divorce, right? Let me show you guys. Let me do Wikipedia. Lisa Marie Presley, Michael Jackson. I think it's under just Lisa Marie. Okay, it's just under Lisa Marie. All right, so let's do the marriages, okay? The reason why her ex-husband, her real husband, had his brother there was so that there was no hanky-panky between Michael and Lisa Marie, and that's why they never kissed. There's no kissing. The ceremony's on the website. There's no kissing, okay? And that's why they kissed, I think it was an MTV award, one of the award show. That's why they kissed then, which was a little awkward. And so it was like acting, okay? But anyway, so marriages and divorce, okay. She married Keo in October 3rd, 1988. Somebody told me Keo is how he says it. Okay, Michael Jackson. Okay, let's read it together. Michael Jackson on May 26, 1994, 20 days after her divorce from Keo, 20 days, which is May 6th, right? Where does it say May 6th? It says it somewhere, that they married in May 6th, on May 6th. Oh, here it goes. Presley obtained a quickie divorce in the Dominican Republic on May 6, 1994. Okay? Married Michael 20 days later, right, from her divorce. They married. Okay. Keo's younger brother, Thomas Keo, was an official witness at Presley's wedding to Jackson. What? Why was he there? Why would they even let him be there? Oh, no, he had a divorce family. Right? Because it was all an orchestrated thing. Okay? Okay? Keo reportedly still lived at the house with Lisa. Michael and Lisa never shared houses. They never shared houses. The thing about the 2 weeks honeymoon at the Trump Tower, I already showed you guys in another video. There was an underground exit. People said, we never saw him come out. We never, so they were in there 2 weeks doing it up. No, there was an underground exit out, a secret exit out of Trump Tower. And that's why Michael decided to have the honeymoon at Mar-a-Lago, because of the secret exit. So they went in there, and then they secret exited out, and then when they 2 weeks they came back in and they okay. And the reason why it's illegitimate is because in the Dominican Republic, right, you have to be divorced from your husband in so many days. You have to be divorced from your husband 10 months. 10 months before you can remarry. 10 months. They did 20 days. 10 months. Okay, and the reason why is because in case you get pregnant, they'll know who the baby daddy is. Okay, that was Dominican law. The magistrate who presided over the ceremony, he wasn't even in his jurisdiction, so nothing he could do was legitimate. Okay, because he's out of his jurisdiction. It was a plot. But I believe they liked each other and they got along, so when they had to tell about the divorce, right, Lisa kind of embellished and went a little crazy talking about Michael like that. Also, in Priscilla's book, it's supposed to say that Michael used Lisa Marie. Okay, now let's get back to the record deal. I believe that she wanted the record deal, and she wanted to be attached to Michael with the record deal. And in exchange, Michael said, guess what? His people said, well, why don't you, marry Michael Jackson? And now it's a win-win, right? So now we have Brett Livingston talking about that and how he introduced them without knowing how I'm going to put this together. Not knowing how I'm going to put this together. He's just telling the story. And that's when you get the truth out of people, is when they're just telling the story, just by the way. Okay? So that was the deal between Michael and Lisa. They never exchanged money. And to file a divorce paperwork is nothing but filing it. You take it, you file it, and they stamp it, and they put it in a shelf. And if nothing happens, if you don't show up to court or anything, it just disappears. It just falls off calendar. It's no big deal. So you can have papers that are filed by the court, as long as they're filed properly, because the clerk is not going to cross-reference a marriage. Oh, you're filing a divorce? Well, let me cross-references with the marriage paperwork. The clerk don't do that. Okay, the clerk just takes the paperwork and gives it a date and gives it a thing, and that's it. Okay, so, there's so many loopholes that Michael went through in order to do the things that he did. Okay, in order to do the things he did. I do believe Michael and Lisa had fun together. Were they in love with each other? Because Lisa kept someone over and said, you're going to admit that he loved you, Lisa's like, yeah, yeah, And then Lisa told the story that her father, Michael, she said, Michael would always say, I'm going to end up like your dad. I'm going to end up like your dad. And Lisa said when the death announcement came, she used this word. This is quote, play after play after play was identical to her dad's. Play. She used the word play. Okay, was identical to her dad's. Okay, so it was planned. Now, did Elvis fake his death? I don't know. I'm not an Elvis enthusiast, but I do know that Michael copied Elvis's death hoax, and that's when I really believed that Michael faked his death. After 10 months of studying, and I started writing the Pseudocide e-movie book. Well, 7 months, February. I started reading the e-movie book. Okay, I started writing my e-movie book, Pseudocide, Did Michael Jackson Fake His Death to Save His Life? That's when I started, when I read the Is Elvis Alive book that Cecil happened to have in our possession in his library of books. Okay, and I read it, and I threw it across the room because it was so identical. So Lisa was right. Play after play after play was just like her dad's. Okay, now I'm going to leave you with this. This is an oldie but goodie. Valentine's Day. Okay, it's all for L-O-V-E, right? Did I do my sign language right? L-O-V-E, right? Okay, so let's look up Valentine's Day. I want to show you guys something. Because there is all kinds of Valentine. Oh, no, not this way. Hold on, I got to go in here. Let me see if it'll come up quick. Okay, let me close this and let me open this. Okay, and let's look up Valentine. Okay, Valentine. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Okay, I hope both of them are here. Okay, here we go. So on Valentine's Day, okay, check this out, y'all. You advanced believers know this. All right. So, GoDaddy had registered on February 14, 2007, okay, over 2 years before the death announcement, MichaelJacksonComeback.com. Somebody registered that domain, right? And ComebackMichaelJackson.com was registered June 25th, 2009. Okay, who would do those two things unless he's Michael Jackson? Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, created on June 25th, 2009, ComebackMichaelJackson.com, and then the registered domain on February 14, 2007, MichaelJacksonComeback.com. I'm just telling y'all. Okay? Oh my gosh. So what's this? Radio station pulls a prank and claims Michael Jackson is dead, manages to offend 8 remaining fans. That was just somebody being mean. Paul McCartney, Abe Dakota, unavailable for comment. And this was on February 24th, 2007. So there was another hoax. Michael did hoaxes. In the Live 3, I tell you guys about 2 radio interviews in 2007 and 2008, where radio stations pulled planks saying that Michael Jackson faked his death. And then in 2009, Michael really faked his death. All right, guys, you want to know more, and there's so much. Okay, go to MichaelJacksonInsider.com, and don't forget, stays all day shade. Let's do work and play, because everybody has skin. I know they say Priscilla wanted, I'll just listen, tried to get rid of her when she was pregnant with her because she didn't want to get fat. Well, yeah, I've heard that one too. I heard that too. Thank you for your work. She was desperate, absolutely. Let's see, Brandon always recreate MJ drawing just like others he's done before. I'm calling his own alphabet. Oh yeah, I remember he did some alphabet for X. It totally resonates with same art as characters. Now it'll be Xerox. It'll be, but he doesn't need to copy. He's talented enough to do his own art. About the timing was linking it to the fact that you've been talking about them both as father and son. He's just winking as he did so many times before. He's always tuned in, waves to you, though you've noticed that. Thought you noticed that. Thank you for explaining that. Thank you for explaining that. Okay, guys, I gave you enough to kind of get you moving and keep Michaeling. Love you all. Bye-bye.